Today I want to preach to you the message, no pressure, no diamonds. I thought the little girls did a good job. I asked them to sing that song, and I just like seeing them jumping up there and doing it. So I like the big old smile that she had on her face. It was just beautiful, and I don't care that they have to turn around and read the words and whatnot. They did a nice job.
Amen.
I asked them to sing that song because, well, no pressure, no diamond. So, turn with me to Mark chapter 5. Starting with verse 41, we'll read verse 41 and 42. There's some change in the book in Austin. Just saying, man. Don't be judging.
I'm not.
All right. Mark chapter 5, verse 41 says, "And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha cumi," which is being interpreted, "Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment." One more time, and it says, "And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talitha cumi," which is being interpreted, "Damsel, I say unto thee, arise. And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment." Now, one of the Cleveland Browns' many quarterbacks was quoted and often mocked for the statement that he made when talking about his quick rise and then his quick drop in his career. And he got another opportunity with the Browns after moving from Washington. And one of his things that he quoted, or he was quoted for saying, he said, "No pressure, no diamonds. No pressure, no diamonds." And of course, he's not a very good quarterback, so he's been mocked because of some of the statements that he made like that. But he said, "No pressure, no diamonds." And while one of the last things that I want to do here is quote Robert Griffin III, I woke up with these words from RG3 in my mind this morning. No pressure, no diamonds. No pressure, no diamonds. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you and praise you, Lord God, for your goodness and your mercy. We thank you and praise you, Lord, for the opportunity to gather in your house, God. We invite your presence in this place, God. We ask you, Lord God, to move, Lord God, in this house, Lord God. We ask you, Lord God, to touch every adult, Lord God, and to call every child, Lord God. We ask you, Lord God, to preach this word, Lord God, in Jesus' name, Lord. Let it go out, Lord God, and touch every heart and every ear, Lord God, a tear, Lord God, this night, Lord. We ask you, Lord God, in Jesus' name, Lord God, to let your anointing flow, Lord God. God, I cannot do this without you, Lord. I need you to preach this word. God, I need you, Lord God, to encourage your people, Lord God. I need you, Lord God, to touch down in the hearts, Lord God, of the depressed, the unwanted, the rejected, the ones that are feeling pain, Lord God. I need you, Lord God, to do the miraculous, God. I need you, Lord God. I am just a vessel of flesh, Lord God, yielding himself, Lord God, into the mighty God, into his spirit, God. I ask you, Lord Jesus, to move, Lord God, right now in Jesus' name. Oh God, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. While most people will dismiss these types of things, you know, waking up in the morning with a quarterback quote in your mind, "No pressure, no diamonds. No pressure, no diamonds." A lot of people will dismiss these types of things. I simply asked God what exactly He wanted me to do. You see, when I went to sleep last night without a message or even a thought of what my message would be this morning, I asked God to supply, and before my eyes opened up, there it was. I knew before I crawled out of bed what I was going to preach this afternoon. Church, we see many people going through many things. We see some of our family members fighting addiction. We see see others struggling financially. We have friends and loved ones battling health issues. Whatever the situation may be, whatever the issue, whatever the cause, I want you to know something. The struggle is real. How we respond to that struggle will sometimes define us. How you respond to the hurt, how you respond to the pain, how you respond to the battle will tell you what type of person you really are. There are a couple of people that I have a hard time connecting with. The first is the opposite of my personality. I love those people, but I have a hard time connecting with them. They don't understand why I'm loud. They don't understand why I'm outgoing and demand so much attention. And you know what? I don't understand why they want to sit back and not have anything to say. And why are they analyzing me and everything that I say? And why is it hard for them to joke around like I do? The other type of person that I struggle to connect with are the ones that are down all the time. The negative people, that no matter what happens to them, they have nothing good to say. I have guys that work for me, I give them a raise and it's not high enough. I give them a bonus and it's not good enough. And you give them a free lunch and they're mad because it's not steak. And you give them a gift card and to repay them for their extra effort and they're wondering what my angle is. I have something profound to say to you people. I have something profound to say to you people that feel like things are never going to get better. The ones that walk around with the woe is me mentality. The ones that complain about their homes, they complain about their kids, they complain about their schools, they complain about their jobs, they complain about their parents, they complain about their goals or their cars, and they complain about life in general. Here it is. Write it down. Get a pencil, put it down on a piece of paper. It's profound. Are you ready for it? Life really isn't that bad. Life really isn't that bad. It's exactly what you make of it. I learned this about 8 or 9 years ago. I came up here from Texas to do a funeral for one of my cousins. And I went to his family's house, which happened to be my old house when I was a child. It was right after Thanksgiving. It was cold outside. The house was just a rundown shack. No drywall on some of the walls. No insulation on some of the walls. The place was more of a shell of what it used to be in the days that when we lived there. My first impression was, man, how can they live like this? But that quickly left when I seen the love that was in that house and the joy that they seemed to have in that house. My first impression was, man, how can they live like this? But before I left out of there, I was questioning not them, but I was questioning me and said, man, why are you not living like this? They didn't seem miserable. They didn't seem upset about their condition. As a matter of fact, they just lost their son, and they seemed to have more joy in their life than I did. Just a few years prior to this, I sat at a Christmas dinner, and I couldn't afford to give my children that many things that year that I wanted to give them. And I made the statement out loud that this would be the last time that I have a Christmas like this. A few months later, I took a job in Texas, and I was off pursuing happiness. Just give me a second, man. I'm going to be real with you for a little bit. I had advancement. I was successful. I had money. Yet I wasn't happy. I didn't have the joy that I thought I would have should I accomplish these things. I was rubbing elbows with some wealthy men, and yet I still didn't have a sense of accomplishment. I sat in a rundown house and looked around and said, what am I missing? I've accomplished more. I've made more money. I've had lots of success, but I don't have this same joy. It took me some time to realize, but I figured it out. All of those things that I was reaching for were material things. But God had already blessed me with the things that truly brought joy to my life. They were the ones that were thrilled to be opening up the gift that I was able to give them that year that we couldn't give them that much. They were the ones that stood by me in the lowest parts of my life. They are the ones that looked up to me as if I'm some type of hero. I realized that day that I don't have to have what others have to be happy. I just have to praise God for what He has already given me. So if this sounds familiar to any of you, like I have told you this before, I've told you this out of my own life's experience. And I know that I've told a couple of you that. People handle the pressures differently. I remember living in that house that my cousins live in, and we came home and the house was freezing. I'm going to tell them, I guess I'm not going to tell them anybody, it's just the way it was. Mom and Dad got married when they were 16 and 18. I was born 3 months later. And you know what? They didn't have a lot to start out with. And we came into that house and we didn't have heat. We didn't have electricity. Dad was on the road in a truck, and Mom was doing all that she could do. We sectioned off a room in the house, putting blankets over the doorway, and we put kerosene in the burner, and Mom would light it while Craig and I crawled under a lot of blankets and cuddled. I'm just saying, if we were the same size as we are now, we weren't laying on that couch together.
We were definitely small.
We were at the opposite ends of the couch from each other, just trying to stay warm.
Did you ever shake the snow off your clothes to put them on?
We had some times in childhood where my parents had to go through some struggles. But I want everyone to know that there's nowhere else I would have rather been. Their love is what brought me the joy. And their love is what made me feel satisfied. Their love is what gave me comfort. I wouldn't have wanted a mansion if it meant that I didn't have them. I wouldn't have wanted acreage, toys, or sports cars. If anything, I wouldn't want any of those things if I didn't have them. I learned something at a very young age. Life is what you make of it. Some of the happiest times of my life was in that house. The hardest I've ever laughed was in that house with my family. Pressures are going to come and pressures are going to go. Life will present struggles. That's what defines life. How I respond to those struggles define who I am. I try not to let situations in life defeat me. I try not to let pressures deflate me. I try not to let hard times beat me. Believe me, church, I know what hard times are. I know what it's like to be homeless. You do too, don't you? Staying at your brother's house, or staying at your uncle's house, in my case. Staying at your aunt's house, Well, Dad were trying to work something out for a house for us to live in between houses. I know what it feels like to be without. I know what it feels like to be hungry. I know that none of the material things really bring happiness. We were happy kids without a home. We were happy kids without that much food. We were happy kids without the newest toys. Why? Because we had something else in our home that made it all worthwhile. We had love. We had each other, and we had God.
Thank God. Hallelujah.
How are you going to react to those pressures? How are you going to react to those pressures? Are you going to let it bring you to a place of depression? Are you going to let it keep you down? Are you going to let it separate you from your family and your friends? What are you going to do? I know that some of you are suffering in your body and you have illness. How are you going to react? I know that some of you have sick loved ones. I want to know how are you going to respond? I know that some have some financial problems. What is your response? Listen, the young ruler was about to lose his child, and he came pleading with Jesus. He knew that there was no one else that could help. And Jesus said, "Take me to her." Surely now his daughter's going to be all right. Surely now his daughter's going to be all right. Except as he went off to the young ruler's Jairus' house, there were all these people that were pushing against them. They couldn't move as swiftly as Jairus would have liked. Then all of a sudden, Jesus stops and said, "Who touched me?"
Yeah.
You see, there's another story going on at this time. You think that you're the only one going through the pressures of this life? You think you're the only one going through the struggles? You think you're the only one going through the pain? But yet there's another one that keep pressing up against him. And now all of a sudden he stops. Why? Because you're not alone. This woman had spent all of her living on doctors to help her with her illness. She had an issue of blood. She had heard there was a man whoever touched him would receive a healing. So she thought in her heart that if I could just touch his garment, I will be made whole. So she made her way through the crowd. But the closer she got, the harder it was. Because people pushed and thronged him. She was knocked down. She was pushed. She may have even been stepped on. Some of you are feeling that same type of pressure because you attempted to get closer to Christ. You felt the pressure. It's getting greater. It's fighting against you. Will you just lay there and give up? Will you just get up and go back to your house and say, "Now's not my time"? That's what some of you have been doing. Woe is me. My life will never get any better than this. It will never change.